What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brandon B coming at you with tips for playing Sifu. Sifu is a great little kung fu fighter game. It's really fun, great for casual gamers or people looking for a challenge. So one of the first tips I have for the game is to familiarize yourself with the controls, especially dodging and avoiding. And you can go to the menu, the main menu, and you can access the arenas, and then it'll take you to the training modes, and then you can go in there and try out the different modes and stuff like that. The ones that I would say particularly to practice with are avoiding, parrying, deflecting, because those are going to be crucial skills throughout this game. You're going to get into two areas where there's going to be multiple enemies, and while the enemies don't always attack at the exact same time, you can get into a combo and they will attack you during that combination, and it will cause damage obviously and break the chain, but every time you get hit you also lose the multiplier with your points, and one of the goals is to get a high score for each level. So you really want to take some time to avoid and practice. And if you're watching the clip, you can see some of the enemies, like I said, in this large crowd here, they're not necessarily attacking all at the same time, but they're attacking while I'm in the middle of a combo or just as I'm about to start a combo on somebody else. So you want to be able to get the timing down on dodging and ducking and avoiding. And some of the more challenging enemies, you might not be able to dodge those attacks as frequently because some of the combos, the timings aren't all the same. So you want to learn to really incorporate dodging and all that kind of stuff and save yourself a lot of headache. Learning the moves as well can help you out because the sweeps and everything, they help give you some space to keep fighting with other people, to fight other people and things like that. My next tip is focus your shrine upgrades. So the shrine upgrades are essentially what they call modifiers, and they give your character a little bit of an edge. One of the shrine modifiers is you get takedown damage, you get health on taking down an enemy. So when you take down an enemy, your health bar gets a little bit of health back, and there are, I believe, 9 different perks you can choose from, and you can mix and match. But one thing I would suggest is focusing your upgrades on the things that you like. If you like using weapons a lot, upgrade the ones that allow you to have more damage on the weapons and increased weapon durability. If you take a lot of damage, you're probably going to want to focus your health, focus your points on health regeneration upon takedowns, as well as regaining structure on avoiding and parrying. Those things are really going to help you out further on along the game. Just depends on your gameplay style and how you want to focus those points, but you should really focus your points because you don't get to save it. When you start a new game, all the shrine upgrades, they go away. If you restart a level, the shrine upgrades go away. So like I said, you want to think about what you really want to do with your character, how your gameplay style is, and focus those upgrades on that one thing. The next tip is learn to control the room. Like I mentioned before, you're going to come into areas where there's going to be a lot of enemies. So one of the ways you can control the room is to incorporate throws and sweeps. The throws and sweeps take out an enemy. A throw will toss them across the room it'll throw them off balance and take them off the room, take them out of the fight for a few seconds, and you can focus on another fighter or somebody who's about to attack you. It gives you some space to move around and maneuver, pick up weapons and things like that. Sweeps are the same thing. They knock the opponent immediately to the ground, and you can get some time to focus on other fighters and dodge attacks that are coming through and things like that. And it definitely makes a big difference when you're fighting. So learn to control the room. Focus on trying to keep enemies at a distance and keeping yourself from being overwhelmed and surrounded. And the last tip I have is to save your focus attacks for the more challenging enemies. The focus attacks are pretty much unblockable, so when you get to an opponent that is really dangerous or really hard, you want to try and save up those focus attacks because they cut down the tediousness of fighting them. And they also help you chain those keep those combination chains going a little bit longer to do more damage and break an opponent's structure. And the structure and it's important to break their structure, because if you can break their structure, you can get the finisher. You can do the finisher sequence, and you don't necessarily have to drain their health completely. As you'll notice from some of the fights, when you break the structure, you automatically you go do the automatic finisher, and it takes the rest of the health from whatever it is, halfway or a third of the way down, all the way to 0, and the enemy's defeated. So those are the tips that I have for playing Sifu. I'm going to come up with other guides. I'm going to show you guys some other things with this game. So stay tuned for more. If you like the content, stop over by my website, check it out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my other channels, my other social medias, and things that I've got going on. Thanks for watching. Catch me next time. Peace.